A warm greetings to everyone. Agriculture Makers team welcomes you to this video, and I'm very much glad to meet you all again in this video. And we are going to see one of the important topics, that is soil orders, and it is one of the most important topics in soil science. You can surely expect questions from this section in IBPS AFO examinations or other agriculture based competitive examinations. Even though it is highly important, people feel a little hard to read this part. So we have simplified the things about the orders and provided to you as this video. Come on, let's get into the video. Before going into the order, we can see about the horizons. It will be helpful while studying your order. And a vertical section of the soil is said to be soil profile, and in the soil profile the each layer of the soil is said to be horizons. Yes, the individual layer of the soil is said to be soil horizon. There are 5 horizons, namely O, A, B, C and R. O is the topmost horizon and O refers to organic. Yes, the topmost O horizon is the organic zone. Next to the O horizon, it is the A horizon. It is known as alluvial zone. Yes, A horizon is said to be alluvial zone because mobilization of nutrients takes place in this region, and it is the zone of washing out and maximum leaching. And A horizon is the topmost mineral horizon where mixtures of organic matter and mineral occurs. Next to the A horizon, it is the B horizon, that is the subsoil. It is known as alluvial zone. It is the zone where immobilization occurs, that is opposite of A horizon, and it is one of the important questions asked in the 2019-20 AFO mains question paper. And this B horizon is the zone of washing in. A is the zone of washing out and B is the zone of washing in, and maximum accumulation, that is immobilization of materials, occurs in this B horizon. Next to this, it is the C horizon. It is the unconsolidated parent material underlying the B horizon, and A and B are combinedly called as soil, while A, B and C are combinedly called as regolith. Remember, C is the unconsolidated matter lying below the soil. Soil is the combination of A and B horizon, and the combination of A, B and C horizon is said to be regolith. And finally, it is the R horizon. It is the bedrock. It is where the starting of parent material occurs. And it's all about the horizons and the soil profile. Coming to the soil orders, there are 12 soil orders, and they are inceptisol, entisol, vertisol, alphisol, histisol, andisol, mollisol, aridosol, oxysol, altisol, spodosol, and finally the jellisol. These are the 12 soil orders. We can study these orders in detail. We are going to study comparatively the inceptisol and the entisol. The word inceptisol is derived from a Latin word inceptum. The meaning of this inceptum is beginning. It is named as beginning because it is young with only few horizons. That is, it is in the starting stage of development of horizons. so it is named as Inceptisol. It is the largest order comprising about 20% of the world soils, and it is formed quickly from the parent materials, but even though it is in the beginning of the development of horizons, it is more developed than the entisol, and it does not contain clay or iron oxide or aluminium oxide or organic matters, and it is found in almost all the parts of India except in the arid and hot regions. Coming to the entisol, we have seen that inceptisol is more developed than entisol, which means entisol has no profile development other than A, which means entisol has only A horizon. You have to remember this, and it is the second most abundant soil order after inceptisol. We have seen that 20% of the world soil is comprising of this inceptisol order, and it is second most abundant after inceptisol. Coming to the next, we are going to see the soil order vertisol. It is made up of the clay mineral named montmorillonite. This clay mineral has a property of expansion, which means it has the property of alternate shrinking and swelling. This causes deep crack in the inner layers of this soil order. Added to this alternate shrinking and swelling causes self-mulching, where the soil material consistently mixes itself, causing the vertisol to have extremely deep A horizon and no B horizon. Similar to the entisol, vertisol also contains only A horizon and there is no B horizon, but the A horizon is said to be extremely deep in case of this vertisol due to the self-mulching property of the montmorillonite. And this heaving of the underlying material to the surface of this vertisol order, a small relief is formed and it is referred to as gilgai. Remember, the important components of this vertisol is montmorillonite, gilgai, and then self-mulching, and only it has A horizon, and it is formed from highly basic rock named basalt, and this basalt rich this soil is known as deep black or black cotton soil, and it is predominant in the Deccan Plateau of India. Coming to the next, we are going to see the altisol. You can compare it with vertisol. Vertisol is called as black cotton soil. Likewise, altisol is called as red clay soil. Red and yellow colors are predominant in this altisol because it has high amount of iron oxide, which is said to be rust, and it is highly insoluble in water, and it does not contain any calcareous material. Calcareous material leads to increase in pH and turns the acidic soil into basic. So, as it does not contain calcareous materials, it is acidic in nature and the pH is said to be less than 5. But in case of your vertisol, we have seen that it is formed from a highly basic rock known as basalt. But it is opposite here. It is highly acidic in nature with less than pH 5, and only less than 10% of weatherable materials is found, that too in the extreme top layers. Thinking logically, as the altisol is acidic in nature, it contains only less basal materials, and so that base saturation is less than 35%, and it is abundant in the humid regions. You have to remember this. Altisol is equal to humid regions, both in humid temperate and humid tropic region. You can see this Altisol order, and your vertisol contains montmorillonite. Likewise, your altisol contain kaolinite. You can remember as UK, United Kingdom, that is your altisol and kaolinite. Your montmorillonite is highly expansive in nature, but your kaolinite is non-expansive. It does not have shrink and swell property. So, it has good bearing capacity. Because of the presence of kaolinite, the altisol order has good bearing capacity. Coming to the next, we are going to see the next order, alfisol, and we have seen that altisol is seen in humid regions. Likewise, your alfisol is seen from, you can remember with A, semi-arid to humid regions, especially with the areas having hardwood forest cover, is forest areas. This soil order has clay enriched subsoil and has high native fertility, and the ALF in the alfisol refers to aluminium and iron. Due to the presence of aluminium and iron, the soil is highly productive and it is suitable for food and fiber production, and also the soil is very much abundant. As it is suitable for food and fiber production, it is one of the most important orders for agriculture and forestry. Even though it is suitable for agriculture and forestry, it is deficient in N and P but abundant in aluminium, iron, and also calcium, magnesium, and potassium. As calcium and magnesium are higher, it has at least 35% base saturation, and it is only undergone moderate leaching, so there are at least 35% base saturation, and it is rich in iron oxide. It is found in red soil areas and laterite soil areas. Coming to the next, we are going to see the oxazole. I have given the oxazole, alfisol, and altisol continuously because they are similar in some way, as all this contains aluminium and iron in common. They are almost similar with only few differences. As I have given all these three things in continuous, you may find it easy to study by comparing the things. We can see this oxazole. Oxazole is rich in tropical rainforest and humid areas. Yes, we have seen that altisol is predominant in humid, temperate, and tropical areas. Likewise, this oxazole is also abundant in humid areas along with tropical rainforest. We have seen that alfisol is abundant in semi-arid to humid areas and typically under hardwood forest cover. Hardwood forest cover is for alfisol and your tropical rainforest is for oxazole. Likewise, your altisol has less than 35% base saturation and your alfisol has at least minimum of 35% base saturation. And coming to your oxazole, the soils are formed by the process of weathering, humification, and pedoturbation due to animals. Remember, pedoturbation due to animals, the soil formation is important in terms of this oxazole order. And this oxazole is classified as ferrosoils and also laterite soils previously, and this oxazole is defined as soil containing at all depths. Remember, this line soil containing at all depths is for your oxazole, And here also the soil is predominant in red and yellow color due to the presence of aluminium, iron, oxides and hydroxides. But in particular, they are mentioned that alfazole is for food and fiber production, and they are widely used both in agriculture and forestry. I've taken it from the book Nemrat Sunda. You can go through it after seeing this video. I have covered only 6 orders in this video so that you might not get confused with the things. You just take notes from this video and compare with the Nemrat Sunda book and revise it. We can cover other 6 orders in the upcoming video. I will post it soon, so keep in touch. I'll insist few points once again. Inceptisol is the largest soil order in the world, covering 20%, and entisol is second most important and abundant after inceptisol, and it has only A horizon. Coming to vertisol, vertisol is rich in montmorillonite and it has self-mulching property, and it also contains deep A horizon, and it has Gilgai relief, and it is known as black cotton soil. Likewise, your altisol is known as red clay soil. It is rich in kaolinite and it has good bearing capacity and it has insoluble iron oxide. And your alfazole is important for food and fiber production and it is rich in aluminium and iron and it has high native fertility. Coming to your final thing, oxazole. Your oxazole is rich in tropical rainforest and pedoturbation due to animals is in oxazole, and it is defined as soil containing at all depths, and it also contains aluminium, iron oxides and hydroxides. And with this we are concluding, and I hope the video will be very much useful to you. Thank you for all your supports and do subscribe our channel for the next earliest updates by tapping on the bell icon. Thank you and see you all again.